Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Team switch sides and get ready to go. This is period 2 action from Teddy Maloney Ice Rink. Teddy Maloney Ice Rink in Andover, New Hampshire. Proctor Academy Hornets in their own building leading the St. Paul School Pelicans 1-0 here as we get set and are underway in the second period with Julian Menez taking the puck up the left side. The aggressive forecheck of Proctor was really the thing that we walked away thinking about at the end of that first period. They were up on St. Paul's quickly in their own end, often pitting the St. Paul's defenders below the goal line and capitalizing on a good offensive shift. They really began to ramp things up after they scored that first goal. Getting the goal, by the way, was Nate Chickering. Face off in the St. Paul's offensive zone. They'll be coming from left to right this period. And Proctor from right to left. A turnover forced by Menez right on a stick of Stadheim. Stadheim spinning and twirling, trying to get away in low from Joslin. He can't. It goes far side, and Proctor will be able to chip it up and out. And here goes Connor Joslin up the right side. He's with his brother. That would be Cam. Connor chips it in low for Cam. He's worked over by Sweet as it comes towards the middle. Centering pass in front of the goal. And I'm not sure who stopped it. It's loose in front again. Barron has to make another save. He's all the way out of his net as it comes free to the boards. Proctor still on the park. There is that aggressive forecheck creating chances once again. Getting it here is Macklin. He can't clear it at the line. Kevin Craig puts it to the half wall. Proctor working around as Cam Joslin in below the goal line now. That's Laracy. Puck is loose down there. 50-50. It'll come up for Cam Joslin again. Setting up for the shot at that point is Junior Delgado as it comes in front of the net. Swatted out of there by Barron and then lifted out of the defensive zone by Simpson. Knocking his man down. That was Delgado going down hard after Menez got up on him. The other way with a shot is Kevin Craig. They got deflected up and off a leg and out of play. Well, St. Paul is starting this period much like they left it in the first. They're still awaiting their first goal of the game. Proctor is looking for their second here in this 1-0 hockey game, but it's loose behind the goal. Chipped out in front. Puck is there. They jam away for it. It'll come back to the point, but pinching in was Beaver, so it gets away from him. Up there quickly is James Oren for St. Paul's. It's lifted up off the glass. Down to need to stop it is Russell. He couldn't swat at it. Walsh gets up that it hits the blue line. He thinks he was going to be offside there on the play. He's not right now. He's up there forechecking. Look out here. It's Porter in there. He with the shot wide of the goal. It goes out off the boards. Somehow drifting right in front of the blue paint again. That puck bouncing all over the ice. This puck will come out to neutral territory now. Found by Torres. He'll lift it in once more. There's Dumas stopping behind his own goal. Two guys up there again on him. Abbott nearly got a stick on it, but it's Schubert instead for St. Paul's. Here's Schubert with a wrist shot. He got his rebound too and tried to center it. Going hard to the wrong area there was Sacklad though as the puck went in behind him. Finding it in there was Schubert. Schubert finding Flynn with a wrist to score! Cooper, Flynn, we're tied! How about that for your first career goal for Cooper Flynn? He's been waiting on that one, and Joe Schubert will get the assist. 22 from 17, and it's 1-1. Just like that, we're tied. Flinton's line back out there, and Bussey's got a head of steam coming in. Flinton was actually the first player from that line coming over the boards. He had literally just hopped on the ice, and a good presence of mind there by Schubert to see him hopping over the bench and into the offensive zone. Yes, it's a long change when you're in the defensive zone, but when you're in the offensive zone, it's a nice, easy one. And Flynn taking advantage of that with all kinds of room to walk in, and then a rifling wrist shot to beats the Proctor goaltender. Here's a turnover though. It's centered in front. And it'll end up on the stick of Flinton again, who just jams it out. Under a bit of duress was Sullivan. He doesn't think this should be icing. He's the one who shot it all the way down because Bussey was up and on him. And he says Malcolm got a piece of it, but Malcolm Bussey, according to the officials, Malcolm did not. And icing is called once again, so a little bit of energy on this St. Paul's bench down to our left. We got a close eye on them because we're so close. There's a shot through traffic, ending up on the steal. Menace, and he backhanded it wide. Just couldn't get a good handle on that puck. Julian couldn't. It's loose on the boards. And it gets by McElhaney, and in behind him, Teddy got held up trying to go back for the puck. It's still loose, and Simpson now finds it. He will remain on, hold on to this puck. Simpson coming in. Good stick strip there by Chickering. It's still loose, and Eric Simpson still has got it. Simpson in below the goal line with Menez. Menez comes in to help out as Simpson's taken down to the ice. Stripped by Menez. He shoots and missed it wide. No penalty was called there on that Simpson getting knocked down. Proctor scrambling for a change right now as McElhaney will start it from his own end. A long stretch pass got in behind Sullivan, but Orn is on it first. James Orn playing it. The puck was bouncing and couldn't center it in front for Sacklad. Sacklad up on the forecheck now. St. Paul's in the offensive zone. They are buzzing on the Hornets. And another turnover. That's Sacklad chipping and chasing to the far side. Swarbrick will take him in there. Bit of momentum after that Flinton goal has turned things around. It's back for Orr, a shot. And it will go up and off the stick of Cam Joslin and out of play. 13:45 on this one. Or in the second period, I should be more specific. So 13:45 plus 18 minutes. That's the amount of time left in the game. And that is a lot of time. We're not even to the midway point. Stepping in here is Dumas. They got by him on the stick of Tepper. Tepper, though, was stripped of it or had it chopped off his stick is a better descriptor there by Schubert at center ice. Proctor managing to maintain possession of the puck and stepping around a man is Swarbrick. On the stick of Tepper, standing on the red line. Dumas stepped up on him to jab it away. Back on this one is Sacklad in the place of Dumas. Dumas again in front of his own bench. Somehow that puck gets moved across the other side, or to the other side. Not sure it was a Proctor player or a St. Paul's player who moved it. Bryson Russell for Max Dumas. Defensive partners give and go, and Dumas will skate it up before hitting the stick of Orn. No further than that. Proctor, puck being, or play occurring in the neutral zone here right now. A lot of it at least. Neither team can sustain that possession. It is once again out of the zone, and having to hold up at center was Craig so his teammates could get onside. Swinging around here is Cam Joslin. He'll feed it on back. And Delgado, he got upended by Sacklad after the play. It is loose in neutral territory and knocked in by Connor Joslin. He'll go in chasing for it on Ryan Rasta Deer. 2-on-2, it'll come up to the dot and going the other way. Now he's Orn. He'll flip it past Kevin Craig, and up there on the forecheck is Simpson as Craig rings it on around for Delgado. Delgado up off a couple of sticks at center and ends up on the stick of Connor Joslin, and now his brother Cam will bring in. Joslin up at it on the half wall, comes back to the line. Here comes a red shot. Rebound sale. They score! It's Connor Joslin. And it's 2-1. I think it was Delgado who had the shot from the line. Had a scheme going to the goal, though. Was Connor Joslin. He picks up the rebound quicker than Andy Barron can blink. And in a second, it is around him, but in the back of the net. And Proctor has picked up another lead in this one. It's 2-1. Good shot along the ice there. I don't think it was Delgado. Because he's on the ice right now, and he's playing right defense. The shot came from the left point. Here's Bussey now. Bussey will move to the line. McElhaney, a shot. Knocked up in the air. It's loose in the slot. Here's Flinton again, trying to turn it around. He will stab a backhand on the net. Going there hard was Green as that puck was going end over end. And able to make the save there is Chingris. But, what was I saying there? I was talking about a shot from the line. I got to commend the shot that caused the rebound. That's not a shot that Barron can swallow up off the draw. It's Flinton again. And another backhander on goal. That was stopped by Chingris. Flinton all over the ice right now. But the shot that came through was along the ice. If it was higher, Barron would have been able to absorb it and there wouldn't have been a rebound. And most people, when they have the puck in the line, they tee it up. The presence of mind of that defender to shoot it along the ice for the rebound. And benefiting off that is Joslin. Getting up and ahead here is Latke. He gives it to the outside. Trying to play it back there was Chickering. And he had Barron moving, but it went through the crease and out the other side. Clinton will gain the red line and dump it in. His two line mates are still out there right now. He's going for a change. It gets lifted up and off a stick and out of play. I don't know whose. Bussey was in low, but I think it went off the stick of TJ Beaver, the Proctor defender. He's lining up for the faceoff as if it did. So it will be down to our right, and I mean literally down to our right. Right over the glass right now. You can probably actually see the glass in the bottom right hand of your screen. A long stretch pass up and ahead behind the defense was Rice. Out of his net to play there is Barron. Well-timed poke check for him. Will start the breakout for St. Paul's. Cross-ice pass from Stadheim to Dumas, and then another one to Menez. He's got Simpson going to the goal, and a shot was right on. Rebound popped up in the air and in behind. That's Menez. Back for Simpson, up to the point. Dumas across, Russell shooting, deflected in front. That's backhanded by Simpson. It's loose there. They bang away, and a great stop there by Changris. He gets his glove right on it. Everything starts with the goaltender on this team. That play all started with Andy Barron. He hesitated on the poke check just long enough so that when he poked it away, he knew the forechecker coming in wouldn't get a chance. And it led to a good offensive zone time for St. Paul's. But here's Temper, 2-on-1. James Temper, pass across. It's a late trailer coming in there. Was Swarbrick. He tried to give it back to Temper, and it did not go. And now this is Sanklad the other way. John Sanklad cutting outside on the fence. Sanklad's going to go all the way around into a lap here up to the half wall. He lost it, though. Still loose there. Swarbrick had a stab. It's still up on the wall. It bounces off the glass and in low. That's Schubert. Center again, right onto the stick of Swarbrick, who wheels around. Sanklad knocked his man down. He's got his stick all caught up. Played it with his hand for a moment down low. Or actually, he didn't. He attempted to. He swings at Netburn as he comes up at the head. St. Paul's unable to capitalize off that puck in the slot. Really dragged to his knees with Temper, and then he got a hit up high on Russell. And then laying another one was Swarbrick in low on Riley Drew as this puck is iced by St. Paul's. Tell you, I sure thought Russell got hit up high there. That shoulder, I don't know if it was Temper. I think it was Temper. That shoulder looked like it came up. I'm not trying to pin Temper for an intentional hit to the head by any means. That's a big accusation as this puck's in front. Shot never made it to the goal. It's loose at the faceoff circle. Finding it is Joslin, Cam Joslin, and then down goes his brother, Connor. I think he just blew an edge in behind the back of the St. Paul's net. This puck ends in on Andy Barron, who thought about playing it only for a moment, though. He'll just cover it up with Alex Laracy doing a bit of a flyby, making sure he does just that. 9:17. Those are the figures on the board, and it's in period 2, the other two figures that are important. A home score 2, the visiting score 1. Kicked out of the draw by the referee in back of the play was Grant Porter. Coming in to take it is Miles Abbott. A puck was turned over at the faceoff circle with the play turned dead, or blown dead, I should say. You could say it turned dead if you really want it, but I think Proctor is going to be on the receiving end of an offensive zone penalty here. They are. And shaking his head as he goes to the box is Ronan Walsh. But a power play upcoming for St. Paul's as Walsh heads to the box for a hook. St. Paul's had a chance on the power play early in that first period. They could not capitalize. Thus they are 0 for 1, and it gets knocked off the stick of Green here to go all the way back for Barron, who feeds it up for Menez. He kicks it to the middle, and that'll start St. Paul's away. That's Stadheim on the left side. Menez driving the middle. Stadheim off the stick of Menez and into the corner. The stick goes flying up, and he actually got caught up in the glass. Puck goes from low to high, and here's Green at the line, knocked off the stick, off of his stick by Miles Abbott and out. McElhaney leaves it in behind his own cage. 1:25 to go, and Ty Green, the centerman, playing defense on this power play, will start away. Ooh, look out. Mike Stoddard just got drilled in the head with a puck from Teddy McElhinney down to our left. And I mean, right off the helmet. He's all right, I promise you. He's laughing about it right now. He had his head down, and thank goodness he did. He's got his helmet off now, checking. They knocked the sticker off his helmet. Something else, you better get that helmet back on. Quick play underway. You never know. As we just saw, here comes Dumas. He's going to gain the blue line after making a man fall. Dumas kicks it over, and that's Sacklad. He'll tee up a shot. It goes wide in below the goal line. There's only so many descriptors. I feel like I've been saying in low a lot this broadcast. But I mean, it's in below the goal line, in low, behind the net. Same area. That one up and off a rafter. And out of play. The faceoff will come outside the zone because Sacklad was the man who lofted it. No dispute on that one. 50 seconds to go in the St. Paul's man advantage. At risk of going 0 for 2 here tonight. And a strip there by Cam Johnson. He's going to come up and ahead. He got knocked down there by Bryson Russell. Proctor calling for a penalty. None forthcoming. Walsh over there, or Mike Walsh, he's the Proctor coach. 25 years in prep hockey, is still, he's looking at any referee who'd listen. Look at Proctor working short-handed here in the offensive zone. 20 seconds to go, and they've got St. Paul's pinned. Schubert's going to try to come out here, and he will, wheeling around the net, and we'll start away. Back to 5-on-5. Oh, no, we're not back to 5-on-5. Just coming on the ice was Rice there. He kind of fooled me. 9 seconds to go until we are at even strength. That puck at the line, Sullivan kept it in. I thought he was not able to. Right onto the stick, though, of Torres, who stripped at center ice, hopping it out of the box, and playing it was Ladka, or he's not in the box. He was hopping off the bench. Proctor offside, but I thought they were going to call too many men there. I don't know. They would have called that. That would have been simple. A guy hops off the bench and plays the puck. I thought for a moment there, St. Paul's might be going back to the power play, but my eyes have deceived me. Flitting up off the glass and out. It's up into the gear of Beaver. He drops it and shoots it back in, and McElhinney will stop up. That's Harrison Sweet on the right side. He's up on that first D pairing with McElhinney. Standing on the opposing blue line, there was Culver to tip it in. Flitting up there on the forecheck. Getting bumped is Beaver as he rings it around. McElhinney stepping up to hold the puck into the zone, but St. Paul's a little bit offside as the puck came out. So Proctor will have some time to wheel here, and Troy Ladka's going to do just that. Ladka coming into the zone. He sets up a man in the slot for a shot. It'll come back for another one here. Swarbrick now is going to get a try, and that one was blocked by McElhinney. I think going down the middle was Cooper Rice. Not sure if it was him, just taking a wild stab. I couldn't see the number. It was either him or Swarbrick, but I don't think it was Swarbrick. He seemed to come into the play late. Icing the call here. Culver was up on the play. We'll call the icing anyway. Face off. Will be down to the left of that American flag on the right-hand side of your screen. And to the left of Andy Barron's goal. 6:07 to go, and it's 2-1. Proctor with a 1-goal lead. Shot coming through here. The rebound swung at the side. Getting a stab at it was Swarbrick, and then a desperation shot down the ice by Culver. This will be icing once again, and St. Paul's will once again not be allowed to change. This time the faceoff will be to the right. Ty Green versus Jack Swarbrick in the draw. Swarbrick had 5 goals and 18 assists last year. And the shot by Tepper off the draw, hit a body and goes to the corner. Swinging around with it is Donnie McNeil. It'll come up for Culver. He just can't chip it and get outside the zone. He and Cooper Flinton would have been on a 2-on-1 because the only guy back there was Hughes. He's being the stay-at-home defender. Bryson Martin chipped in, and Hughes is the only guy back again. Cooper Flinton tried to stab it away from him, and he did. Flinton, nice little move. Cooper Flinton with a shot as he had Simpson going straight to the goal. I don't think he saw Flinton coming off or Simpson coming off the bench. He tried to go below the glove, and it was stopped. by the goaltender Chingris. Hasn't had to make an egregious amount of saves, but when he has, they have been tough ones. That is not an easy save, staring down the barrel of Cooper Thornton's gun right there. Uh-oh, here's a chance coming in for Porter, and he couldn't pull the trigger. He couldn't even handle the pass as it came off the wall. Position in front now is Walsh. It actually comes out to the point, and a shot came through by Delgado that was stopped by Barron. He has had to make quite a few saves. Belted over there is Simpson. He's taken some hard hits in this one. Proctor has his number. That puck was loose in the skates of Craig, hopping all over it with Stadheim. Couldn't pick it out of his feet, though. A good little poke at the line by Simpson holds it in only momentarily, and Proctor will then shoot it up and out. Here's Russell. D to D, and that's Jake Sullivan on the right side, up off the stick of Stadheim. That did deflect off of him. And that's what Danny Murphy is trying to say to the referee. It didn't hit him intentionally, but it did indeed hit Owen Stadheim on the correct side of the red line. It's one of those plays, like, you just know, and this is with all due respect to the referees, they do a great job, but you just know it's right in front of you, and they're going to get it wrong. You just get that feeling. No icing on this play, and St. Paul's will hustle for a change. At least only partially Barron out of his net to play. He'll ring it on around. Trying to get over there first is Russell. He can't, but does come up with the puck. At least he's trying to come up with the puck. He had it down low. Couldn't pull it off the wall. Getting it off the wall now is... Sacklad came in. That was a 3-on-1. And I apologize. Sometimes it's... get so excited watching the play. The old mouth doesn't work. There's a play in front of the goal. They said the puck came out. It's going to be offside. I apologize. It happens to the best of us. It's a Saturday night. I don't know what time it is, but I'm not going to say I'm tired. I was going to be a 3-on-1, and Sacklad is coming down the wing, and trying to turn on the mute button. That Sacklad Orange Schubert line is still out there. I'm so sorry. I don't often get caught bumbling. Usually I talk at a quick pace, and I try to keep things at a pace as quick as the game is. Here's Orn up the middle now. This shot went off of Junior Delgado into the corner. Sacklad up there in the forecheck. I try to talk quickly, but sometimes I just stall. It happens. This puck is just going to miss wide of the goal, and they wave off icing. They say Rice got there first, and everyone on the ice was expecting it to be icing, except for Cooper Rice. He was the one that negated it, and Proctor will work in the offensive zone as a result. It comes back to the line. That's Craig, a shot. Rebound got deflected by Barron. And the net is off. They say Barron knocked it off, and he is contesting to the referee when it was not him. Quite vehemently, too, or was. Not going to win that argument. The faceoff will remain inside the zone. 3:03 to go, and St. Paul's once again trying to tie this one up and play catch-up. Here's Orn. He just taps it off for Sacklad. Schubert coming in on the right wing. Sacklad cutting to the middle of the ice. Not getting away from him there is Swarbrick. St. Paul's down 2-1. A good step up there by Russell. He zips it across, and Dumas will take a look around. Not Zumas. Russell zoomed it across. Dumas. Here is Dumas with a good step up there on Tepper. Gained the red line and just knocked it in. Playing it aside is Chingris to keep this action going. 2-1 is your score, and Green couldn't hold out of the puck in neutral territory. Craig now, they'll feed it right onto the stick of Malcolm Bussey. He's going to pull free. Bussey coming in, scores! Pull the trigger. Why not? Malcolm Bussey with a big goal, and St. Paul's is right back in it, 2-2. They're saying on the St. Paul's bench, go get another one. Bussey picking up the puck in neutral territory, just walks in. He had Ty Green with him on the left side. I don't know if he was going to be able to make the pass. He didn't think so, and just ripped it top corner. 2-2. How about it? Unassisted, Bussy will get that one. Proctor offside at the line is in a bit too early with Maloney Walsh. So with less than 2 minutes to play, the Bussy goal was scored about 2:04 on the clock. 1:58 up there now. And we have a tie hockey game. Like I said off the top, this is the way St. Paul's games have gone. They've been exciting and stood up in neutral territory is Flynn, and he will head straight to the bench as he was hammered in neutral territory. I think that's going to be, I don't know who it's going to be a penalty on. I think St. Paul's actually might be getting a penalty here. It's down on the ice is Miles Abbott. But that got the Proctor bench going, and Flinton hurting. And St. Paul's is getting a penalty. Dumas is in the box again, this time for interference. So now with 1:40 to go on the clock, Proctor will get a late period power play trying to capitalize and take a lead, possibly into the break if they can score. Right now it's tied at 2 on the Bussy goal. And up top is Miles Abbott. They look good on their first power play. That puck to the middle, it was fanned on. And taking it is Simpson. He's going to try to cut around Abbott. Simpson stomping up. He's got Stanheim going to the net. And he tried to give it to him, but it got to Chingris first and he just deflected it up and away. Whiffing on the puck in the slot was Porter, by the way. Simpson hopped all over it. Here's Porter again. He'll head man the pocket, bring it into the offensive zone on the left side, crossing the blue line and stopping on the half wall. Up top, Abbott giving it to Swarbeck, and then back to Abbott as a flare scores! Power play goal, Kevin Craig. With exactly 60 seconds on the clock, it's 3-2. Back and forth they go. And what a shot that was from Kevin Craig. He hammers it from the far face-off dot past Andy Barron clean. And Proctor's back on top. They get the power play goal with Dumas in the box for interference. Here's Russell coming in. He's got Schubert up top with a wrister. And Richie tried to go with a snapper. One of the shots. He tried a shot. That's the point. And he couldn't get it off. He just fanned on it. Puck in front of the goal again. And St. Paul's will once again start away 2-2. Or 2-on-2, I should say. Joining the rush is Schubert as Sacklad meanders in. John Sacklad walking the goal line. Puck flipped on edge. He's going to go all the way around. 20 seconds to go. Russell up top. Missed it right off the boards. And Schubert just put it off the outside of the cage. 23 seconds to go, and it's loose again. Coming off the bench there to knock it out and getting it up and ahead. Here comes Ladka. Knocking it out there was Joslin. I had to pull my roster out. Ends up inside the glove of Andy Barron with 12 seconds to go. So the goals have come here in this second period. Both teams have scored 2, but it's the goal for the first period that remains the difference. Proctor won that one 1-0, so the periods have gone 1-0, 2-2, and if you total those up, it is 3-2, and the face-off is off to the left side. Down to our left, in conversation is Jack Swarbeck, and we couldn't have that draw because he was standing on the ice as the 6th man, and now there'll be more conversation as Mike Walsh is going to want to talk to the officials as well. I have no idea what this is all about. But Proctor is gerrymandering for something right now. And Swarbeck is still right on the ice. Proctor's 6 guys and Swarbeck's hanging out in front. And this has been about, there's 12 seconds to go in the period. It's as if we couldn't wait 12 seconds to get this done. And now the official's going to go over to the timekeeper. Are they going to try to add more time? I mean, I don't know. Swarbeck now complaining to his coach and still not getting off the ice. They're going to try to put him in the box maybe. And the faceoff is going to go all the way down. I think either a delay a game penalty coming here. This is getting crazy, and I think St. Paul's is going to the power play. Swarbrick is off the ice and on the bench, but in the box is Ronan Walsh. And getting in as well is Aiden Torres. So 3 Proctor players are on the ice. Now Craig will come in. Still have no reason or no idea why this is occurring. I don't think many of the players do either. Both Stadheim and Joslin, who are on the draw, looking confused. And we have 12 seconds and the clock has not started. The puck is loose. Now they begin it. That play was about 5 seconds and only 2 seconds ticked off the clock, and I don't think anyone in the building's noticed it. They put a 10-minute penalty as well as a 2-minute up on the boards. St. Paul's with 5 extra seconds here on the clock and 10. And we'll do this face-off again off to the right side. It'll be interesting to see if they do indeed score, at what time it occurs. McElhaney, chance to get one last shot off. 8 seconds. Loses for Menez. He can't get it. And Proctor will just chip it out. Wild ending to this period. Maybe one last chance here. It is not going to go. St. Paul's will somehow, some way be on the power play when we return. They have 9:49 according to the scoreboard of that remaining. I don't think that's going to be the case. But Proctor leads 3-2. Interesting way to end that one. Hopefully the third period just as interesting. We're coming back in just a bit, and it's Proctor 3, St. Paul's 2.